Hey, this is Therese of ThereseSkelly.com. And I just wanted to share a few things with you because what I'm seeing lately, it's sort of crazy. But when back in the days when I was a therapist, I don't know if y'all know, I used to be a therapist. That actually really helps in business. So I was a therapist, and the very first time I ever encountered this, a woman came into me and she had lost a whole bunch of weight, like so much weight. She now was a size 4, whereas before she probably lost 100 pounds, right? So I said, Laura, oh my God, how does it feel? Like, it's so cool. How does it feel now to be a size 4? And she said, Therese, when I look in the mirror, I don't see a size 4. I still see the fat girl. And obviously we know that's called body dysmorphic disorder, right? Well, what I'm seeing with my clients, and this is why I want to talk about it, because you might have it as well. I think there's a thing that I call identity dysmorphic disorder. I don't want to call anybody disordered, but it kind of works here, right? Or success dysmorphia, meaning sometimes I feel like our mind or our consciousness says we're right here, but really we've already progressed. Like, we're way farther along, but we haven't caught up with ourselves. So similarly, my client was a size 4, but she's looking in the mirror still seeing the 600 or 200-pound girl. So I want to challenge you. Just ask yourself, like, if I had you go to all your friends, your closest inner circle, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is like, oh, you are freaking rocking it. Like, you're so there. What would they say about you? And then flip it. What would you say about you? See, we tend to look at like what we haven't accomplished. We tend to look at what's still not in place yet, what's not done. One of my greatest teaching tips is, think about hiking. Sometimes if you're hiking up, you're like, God, oh my God, that's so far. I have so far to go. Well, turn yourself around and go, dang, I have really climbed pretty high. And that's what we do. I'm kind of a by nature, a striver. I'm always striving, and it's really easy to not appreciate how far I've already come, because I'm already looking for like, well, what else can I do? What else can I conquer? What else could I get? And so this is just a little challenge today. I work with my friend, the Pendulum, and I've been having these really cool sessions. I'll tell you about them. I wasn't even going to announce it, but I guess I will. There's really cool sessions whereby I have you fill out like a quick question, like 15, and they're all yes and no. Like, I deserve success. I can easily sell my services. It's easy to be visible. It's safe for me to shine. Things like we all want, right? And I have you answer it top of mind. Have you answer it like, do you think you believe that? Do you believe that you believe that? And most people say, yep, I believe it. And sometimes they say, no, I don't believe that. I don't own that belief. And it's easy to say, oh, actually, yeah, you think you believe it, but you actually don't. You're not resonating with the energy of that. But here's what I've found that is totally crazy. People say, nope, I don't believe that I deserve success, or I don't believe I can sell, or I don't. And I'm like, well, strangely, you're resonating with it. Like, your energy is all about it. It's totally safe for you. You're giving yourself permission. So, like, what's the deal? And it kind of surprised me. It really surprised me that it was just like, wait, what? Oh, that's right. That identity dysmorphia thing. You're like farther along, but you haven't caught up with yourself. So here's a couple really quick questions. Number 1, I always ask my clients is, what's the payoff for believing less than you are? What's the payoff for staying a little bit stuck? Meaning, oh, I'm not as big as that, or no, I didn't. You know what I mean? Like, so again, here you're at here, and it's a lot of my friends are on this call. Hi guys. My friend Mary Pat for years is like, you're such a rock star. I wish you would start owning it. Like, so sometimes people in our lives see it, and we're like the last to catch up, right? Because we have our heads down, we're doing the work. It's like the us that's out here is really existing here, but we sort of don't believe it, yeah? So is there a payoff? Is there an unconscious payoff? And what I mean by that is, I call it my flip it on its head technique. You've been probably hearing me talk about that a little bit. The positive thing of not really owning that I'm farther along would be, that's totally not logical. Like, nobody wakes up and says, I want to sabotage myself today. Nobody does that. But there's an unconscious payoff. And usually when you ask yourself that question, the positive thing of not owning where I am, of not owning my full potency and the magic that I am is. And very as often, well, maybe people would think I'm arrogant, or maybe my family would kind of feel offended, or maybe people would be like, they would leave me. Maybe I'd be alone. Maybe I would change. There's always an unconscious, like that's me and my little friend Pendulum. That's my mastery, is to find like why you're not. So number one, are you doing it? Number two, are your friends, like if you have a measure of success, I'm here, and your friends are like, sister, you are like, like you don't even know what you're talking about. You're like light years ahead. Let's check into that. Number three, is there a hidden or unconscious reason why you would kind of not be able to see your success? Why you would be still looking in the mirror going, no, I'm, you know what I mean? So the thing is, make decisions from this place. The first you have to, what I say is whenever you have awareness, you have choice. If you don't have awareness, you can't change anything. So that's my teaching, is let's get you aware. So then you can say, fascinating, I'm really operating at a 10, but I still might see myself as a 6. What is that gap? Because there's some story running in your head.